Next up is Bob Klingenfus. It's official. I met him back in the late 1980s when I was coaching mainly a U of A City League team, and he threw me out of a game once. But I never realized that he was a big baseball player in basketball at Western Michigan and played in the College World Series, 1952. Very impressive, huh? Also, he played high school basketball and baseball with Whitey Herzog, player and manager. And he came out to Tucson and started officiating in 1964, and he's still doing it today. Bob?
Well, I stand before you with no wins or losses. I started here in Tucson in '63. Frank Sansett was the coach at the U of A, and he was also the high school commissioner who assigned. He would not let me do any high school games other than freshman and sophomore JV games, but he would let me work his U of A games. Go figure. But the rules were the rules, and so here after 6,000 games later, this is my 50th year in AIA, and I still umpire. Baseball has been good to me. Without it, I would not have much. I met my wife playing independent ball during my college days. I played independent ball during the summer, and she was introduced to me by our second baseman, and I said, well, I guess so. Well, 60 years later, and 5 kids. And a wonderful family. All the grandkids are here, and my daughter came from, 2 of them came from Memphis to celebrate here. The bottom line here is that the coaches and the players in Tucson, the University of Arizona, Arizona State, in the Pac-10, and before that the WAC, we never talked about ejecting coaches from the game. It just didn't come up because the people were high-quality people. They handled the game the right way, the players handled it the right way, and never had to think about Jerry Kindle, Jim Wing, Frank Sansett, or anybody like that who was going to be out of line. It just didn't happen. The high school coaches were school-bound. They taught at the schools where they coached, and they handled it the right way. Support was always there. And I couldn't be happier this day than to look back and say, you know, it was a smooth ride. When you umpire baseball, you expect arguments, and you expect that sometimes somebody doesn't agree with you. But that's as far as it goes. The next day is a new day. I would like to point out that this gentleman, Pat Darcy, 15 years ago told all of you there should be a baseball park downtown. And if you look downtown on 800 East Broadway, you see a big expanse of land there, which should be the Sidewinders AAA park for the Arizona Diamondbacks. We would have baseball in town. We're not going to have it. The kicker on this is that the U of A, playing at High Carbet now, when Jerry Kindle coached, 10,000 people showed up. And I worked his games. 10,000 people showed up for a college game. I hope that all of you know that that's real baseball. Professional baseball in my eyes, and I worked a lot of spring training games. That's entertainment. True baseball is college baseball. And so come on out and support the Arizona Wildcats in baseball. Thanks again.